Hi, Possum Patty here, and today's video is all about colors. Yes, I have an unboxing, an unbagging to do. Lots of colors in here. And I have my coloring book, Ephemera Flow Journal. And I have the coloring book I bought at the flea market not that long ago. You probably remember that haul, right? And then I got out some dies and I took a couple pages from the coloring book and I went over to the Big Shot machine and just punched out a few things. So we're just going to have a bit of a colorful play today. Come on along. First, let me introduce you to a new Just Journaling with Possum Patty sponsor. Yes, a company called FGNORMAL reached out to me and asked me if I would like to review one of their products. Well, I kind of did a little research and I saw some good reviews for that company, so I answered, yes, ma'am, I would. So I went to their website, and you may remember recently I had got a set of acrylic markers and I was using them to paint the rock, the soggy bottom rock. For some reason, I stumbled across the web page at FGNORMAL with acrylic markers. And I was like, this would be a good comparison study, right? Because you know me, I love to collect all my colors. Well, they had a set of 12 markers. I said, that's nice. Oh, they have a set of 24 markers. Even better. A set of 36 markers. And what did I get? The 48 markers, right. 4 dozen acrylic markers from FGNORMAL. Okay. So I haven't opened it up yet. So here's the big reveal. And it says acrylic paint markers. And there are lots and lots of colors. They're very small. I was hoping they would have, a thin point. So let's look at one. It says acrylic marker. And when you open it up, it's kind of a bullet point. So I wanted to see if I could color in these coloring book pages with these markers. And I might need a fine tip to do that. This is not a flower color. It's a beautiful color, but let's see. I'm going to try one out. Oh, that might work on here. Now, I was wondering how acrylic would work on coloring book because, it might cover up those black lines. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So I thought I would experiment a little bit. This is just a scrap left over from when I cut out that tag. So I was trying to think of what else I can use them for, besides painting rocks. And I did find a nice flat rock over there that I do want to paint. Okay, we're just going to experiment for a few minutes. Give them a little test. See what it looks like when it dries. Look at these colors, are really pretty though. I guess you can use this in some mixed media. Now there are color families in here. Let me get some of them out and show you. Alright, so these two would be a family. And a couple of yellows together. I don't know about you, but I love playing with colors. The more colors, the better. No, that's not the same, though. It's a little bit darker, so we have a nice purple color families. I like to have 3 in a color family. Yeah, I think that works for me. If I can have 3 in a family or more. 3 or more. I don't know if that one goes together. I do this all the time. I do this all the time with my colored pencils. I just sort them out and look at the colors. Do you ever take out your colors and just, put them in order? Probably not. Well, maybe some of you do, yes. I do this. I like to sort out into color families or in rainbow families. There's no names on these. I could swatch them out just to see the colors. A tan, like that, I guess. Something like this. That was a quick sort, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Lots of purples and greens and oranges and blacks. Blacks and browns and grays. All right, that's a quick sort right there. Yeah, I think I'll just do a quick swatch of these colors, and then we'll come back and try some more coloring with them. This is my Strathmore 500 series mixed media journal with a soft cover, and I've been doing a lot of swatches in here lately. Nature journaling back here. I could put this on the page, couldn't I? I think I'm going to do that. 48 colors. There's several people who do coloring hashtags, and there's a large group of people out there that do adult coloring. And I want to give a shout out to Sharon at Connection of Lives and Interest. Howdy, Sharon. Yes, she's had her channel since 2020. And lately she has been using a color app. I think it's on her phone. I don't know if you can do it on your computer, maybe. And if you hop over to her channel, she does daily colorings with Sharon. I think that's the hashtag. I wrote it down somewhere. Let me check. It is hashtag daily colorings with Sharon. Yes. And she does a lot of shorts on this app that she does coloring on. But if you want to join in with coloring, you don't have to be, coloring on an app. You can do any kind of coloring, I think she said, and share it. But she also has all kinds of other videos. Her husband, Mr. Thumbs Up, is working on restoring a 1955 Chevy. What a classic, right? Mr. Possum is following that very closely, yes. Well, besides coloring, she does diamond painting. And let's see. Oh, she has some travel videos. She has some chat videos. So there's the purple family. Very nice. It says on here, I think the company name is Touch Fighting. Okay, from purple, let's go to pink. And we're going to start with the lightest one. Kind of like a rose pink. Well, this one has a little bit more peachy color to it now that I put this one down. Okay, that's the pink family. Okay, that one's like a baby blue. Probably should go with those blues, but the two blue greens are really nice. And then this one, I didn't think there was anything to go with it, so I stuck it out there. It's like a green yellow. But then when I swatched them out, I'm like, maybe this one might go with it. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. It's like that, but a little lighter. And let's see, and then the oranges and the reds. Yeah, I thought that was a yellow, but it's like a very, very pale yellow-green. Should be up there. And there's only one true red. And like a cadmium red or something. Oh, it's the morning dove o'clock already. Wow. And then, of course, the white and the grays and the black. There's two white and two black. I think two of these blues are the same. And maybe two of these greens are the same. Two of these pinks, two of these purples. So some of these colors, There's actually two of, but only one red. And then the reddish browns and tans are very, very pretty. Like burnt sienna and ochre. And very nice. All right, so there's all the color swatches for the acrylic markers from FGNORMAL. And I'll let that dry. It's paint, so I guess I'll leave my book open a little bit. Now let's go back to the flower. I want to put these birds somewhere so I don't lose them. They have little wings like this. And I picked this die because it was large, no detail. Because the paper has a lot of detail. On the paper with the flowers, I put the flower center like where the bird's eye would be. I thought that might be cute when I color it in. Should we color in a bird? Okay, why not? We're going to color in a bird. And let's see. I'm going to start with the center. Pretty green in the middle. Yeah, there's no way with this bullet tip I'm going to get those little details. So we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it. My pinks are up here. Pinks and purples. And green. Sometimes, you know, if you forget what the color looks like, just have a little scrap next to you. Well, we can just be creative with this, right? Okay, we're just going to be creative and not worry too much about it. Just have some color fun. I wonder if I should make the center darker, though. About a dark brown, maybe. Put a brown spot there, yeah. Some brown lines. A little brown underneath. Because I'm just playing. I should bring you in a little closer. All right, stand by. Well, I hope you can see better now because I know this is very, very tiny. Now, I'm making these little projects to put in my coloring book ephemera flow journal. And the flow journal is just a journal that you can use as a resource. You put things into that journal, not to stay in that journal, but to, where's the blue? Yeah, but to use in other journals. It's like a resource. So you can get the Flow magazine, and in the Flow magazine, you know, there's different papers and tags and things that you can take out and use in your journaling. Now, can I color and talk at the same time? I don't know. I'm going to give an orange beak. Might want to make the center of that eye a little darker. I might go with the black. I'm using, put the color that I'm using on the side here so I remember. Ooh, maybe I should put a white dot in the middle. There were two whites. And even though the band looks a little grayer, it's a white. Okay, now we need an orange. Oh, this is like a fluorescent orange. All right, what else we have? We have that dark orange. Give his beak a little painty look there. Okay, let's see. I have some little tiny flowers there. Oh, let's call these forget-me-nots and make them blue. But I have to use a different blue than the background. I know they're so tiny, so we'll just dot them. Leave some white spaces so they don't look too blobby. Oh, we need a green for the stems. Is this blue green? Where's my scrap? Where's my scrap? I'm looking to see if these colors blend at all. Putting some pink on that purple. Now I need a light pink. Let's see. Oh, here's a light pink. Okay, if I spend this much time playing with every little piece of ephemera, it's going to take me a long time to fill that book, but that's okay. No rush, no pressure. It's just for relaxing. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's do maybe the yellows or oranges. Okay, we're going to do something different on this one. We're going to just put some yellow on those petals. Oh, there's some more blue ones down there. Some stamens in the center. And let's see, we got these oranges here. This one's more like flesh tone. And I'm going to go back to the yellow. Sort of smooth that up a little bit. Make it look painterly. I know those are two different flowers, but I wanted to make them the same color because I think there's enough colors on here. But I do want to put some brown. I think I'm going to put some brown in the center here. Well, I guess this would be a project to do when you're just watching TV or relaxing. And now all I have to do is fill in the background, which is blue. These, put a little bit of this blue into those forget-me-nots there. Could add a little dark blue. And then take the light blue, smooth it up a little bit. Well, I think it's adorable, and I don't even think he needs that little wing part on there. No, I think it's just cute the way it is. In my coloring book, Ephemera Flow Journal, I colored these on the front here, made from a pocket calendar, an old pocket calendar, and pieces from tissue boxes. And it is my intent just to fill it up with pieces of coloring books. These were gifted to me. Put them right there. And as you can see, I've got a lot more to do in this journal. All these blank pages have to get filled with pockets, and the pockets have to get filled with pieces of coloring books. So this is not something that I plan to finish, you know, like next week. This will just be an ongoing project, as many of my projects are. Yeah, it's an ongoing project because I can always make more things and put them in here and take the things that are ready to use out or something that I want to use on a page out. Now, I was thinking, where's that other piece? I was thinking of making a big pocket across the bottom. And I was just going to use this little bit of the calendar to decorate the page and then putting a little pocket here for the bird, like that. Little change of plans here. Yes, I trimmed the Kleenex box down to fit on the page, and so I had this little strip left over. So instead of putting that, I put the piece of the Kleenex box, and I glued it on like a little belly band. See, and I could put my little birds right in there. And then I have those tags that I made from the coloring book, and I'll put them down here. And then my little painty bird I did with the markers. I kind of like how it came out. Yeah, a little bit different than coloring. It definitely has a little painty look to it. And I could put her right in here, like that. Yes, okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. Yes, I've got another page in my flow journal done. ready to either color or pull something out and use it in a journal. I had a lot of fun with these acrylic markers, yes, making that little painty bird. I think before I try them on some rocks, yes, I'll probably do some more coloring on paper first. Yeah, I kind of like that look. Yes, very painty, very painterly, yes. I think I'll do this tag and a few other birds and maybe a couple other things with the markers before, like I said, I try them on some rocks. And I've got another swatch page in my journal here. Oh, should I date this? Yes, I should probably date this. What's today? June 11th. And these markers are from FGNORMAL. All right. A nice selection of colors, yes. So I've got color swatching done. I've got progress on this. I'm going to lose all these markers. I'm not going to put them back in that plastic box now. I think I'm going to put them in this diamond painted pouch over here if they fit. They're thin. I think they should fit in here. Yes, I'm going to put them in here for now. And ooh, they fit. There's a lot of them. Might not fit. Well, this might be a tight squeeze. Maybe I can get them all in here. Only one more handful, and just made it. Okay, so the colorful bag is full of colorful acrylic markers. And there we have it, yes. Well, I will link the information for FGNORMAL below, and the video about how I made the flow journal, and Sharon's channel too. Thanks for coming along today. Have a colorful day. Bye-bye. When in doubt, play dead. Life advice from an unexpected source. Expect nothing. Accept everything. Accept scam calls. Don't accept those. Congratulations, you have won 500 pounds of bananas. Say yes to accept.